Hello everybody, Chess Coach Tendai here. Let's talk about check in more detail. We're going to put a black king on e8. We're going to put a white queen on h5. Let's keep it simple. We won't put the other pieces, though this position is not legal. It's just to illustrate the principle or lesson being discussed. Here, black is in check, and black can move the king to get out of the check to e7, or maybe black can go to f8, or from e8 black can even move to d7, or black can move to d8. Right, let's go back. So that's check. We can also have check from other pieces. Let's look at the bishop. So if the bishop were on b1 and white was moving, white could move the bishop to g6. That's check. King is under attack there. We're just showing different types of check. Let's move that. There can also be a check from a knight there. That knight can check the king. King is under attack from the knight in that position. If the knight were on that square, that's a check. That's a check as well from the knight. That's a check from the knight as well. Okay, we previously discussed the bishop, so there could be a check from the bishop there on g6. This was g6 from h5 because they are on the same diagonal as the bishop. If the bishop were on c6, that's still check. b5, that's still check. a4 is still check. Right. What about the rook? If there was a white rook on e1, that's a check. And the king would need to get out of the way. In this case, maybe f7, or maybe d7, or f8 out of the file, or d8. Check from the rook. We've discussed the queen check, the bishop check, the rook check. We've spoken about the knight check. And then there's also check from the pawns. So if there's a pawn there, if white moved from there, from g6 to g7, that would be check. And then black has to deal with that. So we're just looking at the different scenarios for checks. All the checks can potentially be blocked, except the check from a knight. That check cannot be blocked. In the event of a check from a knight, the king would have to move, or maybe the knight has to be captured. One of those two responses. But the check from a knight cannot be blocked. See you in the next one. Cheers, guys.